Hello everyone, Videos A30 back again with a new Kickstarter Hall of Fame induction to kick off the new year. And today we are looking at DL Designs, aka Diane, and we'll also throw her husband James into that mix. And there are reasons, a number of them. First of all, it's bad enough that C, on more than one occasion, decided to fund, like the Crazy Cats project, for instance, was funded years ago. Then she tried again a couple of years ago, as you can see in 2017, to fund the same thing again. You can't do that. That's against Kickstarter rules. To It's a blatant violation of Kickstarter rules to reproduce the same thing in new packaging. Essentially, is what it was. It's not even new packaging; it's the same thing. Actually, the same thing with this playing card designer Sketchpad, as you can see here, and that was suspended. I actually tried again, and it was canceled. Let's just have a peek at this. See if it shows up. I'm kind of curious because it was funded, but then it was suspended because it's the same thing. Yeah, it's a copyright thing, and actually, also there's that. There was a copyright. It was copyrighted by her former husband. And then there was the Hounders project, which you can see she tried years ago. This was actually designed by her ex-husband as well, and they relaunched it on her new husband's account. You can see right here, Hounders playing cards, which was canceled and or suspended because of legal reasons, because it was obviously not designed by her, it was designed by her former husband. And there we go, it is a copyright dispute. And considering it's still copyright dispute, tells me that her claims of her owning it were false. Not to mention, he also had another project that was suspended and then failed because I'm not sure why that one was suspended, but it was. So you take into consideration that the number of projects her and her new husband have had that have been suspended. Selling the same stuff, trying to fund the same stuff over and over again. And and then there's the most recent project, the Bonnie and Clyde Wild West custom playing cards, which we'll look at momentarily once it launches. By the way, just for legal reasons, I did not give out the full names, and what I'm showing you is what is there in the public domain. Anyway, this one was funded some time ago. The last update was in May of 2019. What is that, 8 months ago now? It was funded. It wasn't too much funding wise. There was one backer that I recall pledged about $500 or $800 towards this, which is sketchy in my opinion. I will also point out that I was informed by her ex that she was essentially looking for money for legal expenses and that this would be a scam. And it turns out he was right. It would seem. I said the last update was in May. And basically, that funds should be clear in her bank at that time. And then she was promoting her husband's deck at the same time that one we looked at, the Savelle deck. She also was supposedly sending the cards to the printer once the funds were released. No update since that. The last update, go figure, was of her saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get the money in the bank. Bye." And I know, I will. I understand she's been going through some hard times with her parents' health and the death of a parent and whatnot. And she has my condolences. However, that does not prevent her from posting updates to her Kickstarter project or getting things produced. And special thanks to this backer for putting on some updates here. First, she had difficulty contacting Diane and her husband James. Didn't think she was getting a response. Then there was this excuse that somebody donated $800 that never went through. Hey, there's that $800 pledge I talked about, and I call that BS. And or good, because if anyone gives you $800, you're a fool, and hopefully they woke up about that. Then there's a further update just over a week ago at the time of recording this video, which I'm recording this on January the 3rd. So this was just before Christmas, I guess, around Christmas. Basically, they talked to Diane, and she said that she's refusing to refund money, refusing to take responsibility, and has disappeared. She's a scammer. And now we got an update as of 2 hours ago from the recording of this video that this person has been talking to Diane again. She's putting up excuses of how she can't access emails on her Kickstarter account. I believe she made the same excuses to me in the past as well. I could be wrong. She's had some personal issues, which she says affects the campaign progress. Again, I understand that. I mentioned she's been having some issues, and I know those for a fact, thanks to her, ex, confirming that for me. But at the same time, how long has it been now? It's been a few months. I've given her leeway. I did not do this video a few months ago because of her issues, and she still hasn't done anything. This person has given her weeks to reset her password on Kickstarter, which doesn't take longer than 5 minutes, which I agree with. And he fully believes the same conclusions that I have, that she has taken the money and ran off, probably to pay for legal fees and whatnot. And that's just a bunch of lies, that she doesn't want to pay back the money. And that is that. In fact, as well, apparently, this is what she is doing now as of 2 months ago. Let's look at this. If it will load up, I apologize. It's going to be a little bit longer of a video. Maybe. By the way, I want to see when was the last time she logged in. Oh, look at that. Her Facebook page is not available. Shocker. Her last login was August 7th. Interesting to see what other products she's backed. Been a while though. Come on, work. Why is this not working? It is what it is. I know the last thing I saw, she was like selling arts and crafts or whatever on Facebook. Nothing too exciting, but I haven't really been paying attention to it lately. Anyway, though, Diane, DL Designs, you are a piece of crap. I just have to say, because you took people's money and then you left. And I know you've had some personal issues, and you have my condolences for that. But it's time to move on from that. And if you can't move on from that, if you can't get this produced, then give people their money back. Otherwise, you are a thief and a scammer. and you are inducted into the Kickstarter Hall of Shame. That is that. Comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. And if there's anyone else you know of that is scamming people or has scammed people that I have not mentioned in the past or I'm aware of, let me know and I'll look into it. See you next time, folks. Thanks for watching.